We were in Asheville, North Carolina, and I had my jewelry case, and I was standing beside the stage with Felton Jarvis, who was operating the sound system. And Elvis came over to the stage and said, "Lowell, where's your case?" And all the time he's singing. And he said, "Where's your case?" And I said, "It's right here." He said, "Set it up here on the stage." So I sat up on the stage and opened it up, and he started taking pieces of jewelry out of the case and going over, and he was giving them to these girls on the front row, and just giving the jewelry away. And he gave away a lot of jewelry that night. He was in one of those moods, and I was frankly embarrassed and wished that it hadn't been there, because to me it was a huge amount of money. And so when the show ended, I ran out the back door and jumped in Elvis's car, which usually I got in another limo, but this time I jumped in his limo. And I said, "Elvis, I'm embarrassed. I just wish I hadn't been here, and then you wouldn't have lost all that money. You just gave away all that money out there." He looked at me and he laughed, that little Elvis laugh he has, and he said, "You know what, Lowell? I'll have to sing 5 minutes longer tomorrow night to pay for it." We were in Jackson, Mississippi on tour, and he heard about a child whose wish was to meet Elvis. And this child had cancer and he was dying, and this was his wish, to meet Elvis. And so we went to the hospital and met with this child. And Elvis was wearing a little diamond and garnet cross at that time. And he gave the cross to the child, and we all said some prayers, and the parents were there, of course, but it was a very moving moment, and it was to me it was Mr. Elvis Presley. You know, it just showed what a kind, good Christian person he was to me. The thing I remember the most about him is how generous he was. He was one of the most generous people I've ever known. He tried to give back to his fans more than he took from them, and I think that was an effort that went on all through his life. It's just the way he was.